Hello, my friends, and welcome to day 2 of the Beginner Guitar Accelerator Challenge. How is everyone doing? Hit the comments. Let me know that you're here. I see Claudia's here. Welcome, Claudia. Great to see you as always. Dennis, glad you made it, man. Rob, Danny, Peter in Australia, very late where you are. Thank you for being with me live. I really do appreciate it. So today we are at day 2 and we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects and one of the things that I believe can transform your playing faster than anything else and in a more profound way than anything else as well. If you really take the time to dial this in and to build a relationship with it and to continue the relationship with it, it really is going to turbocharge your playing, okay? And we're talking about groove, people, groove. Improving your timing, improving your rhythm, improving your groove, and having you develop a relationship with groove, right? So groove. It's one of the most important things that you can build a relationship with. It really is. I think of it as the heartbeat of music, right? So think about this metaphor. If you lock into groove, then you have a heartbeat that is strong and stable, right? It's strong and stable. The stronger and the more stable your heart is, the more efficient your whole entire body is going to work. Everything is going to work better, right? So if we can lock into the groove and build a relationship with the groove, everything that you play is going to sound better, is going to feel better to the listeners. It's going to feel better for you because you're going to activate this new dimension, right? And I remember the first time that I did this exercise and I really locked in. I remember thinking like, wow, where has this been for all these years? Because I'm pretty much self-taught. I did some courses and stuff early on, and I had a teacher that was really bad early on when I was young. But mostly I'm self-taught, right? So once I unlocked groove and started doing these exercises, it was like this light bulb went off, right? And I remember it so clearly. And that's why I'm also so passionate about teaching this, because it really does activate something in your mind that once you get it, you have it, and it just elevates everything else that you do, okay? So we are going to be talking about that, my friends. Thank you guys who smashed the like button. That really helps. I see we got 22 likes. I really appreciate that. So what we're going to be talking about today, and I have a couple of slides for you, not too many. I don't want to overwhelm you with theory, but I do want to give you an idea about how to count, the basics of how it works. Because if you understand the theoretical part of it, and then you also just throw that out the window and start to jam and experiment, that's when your left brain and your right brain come together, right? The yin and the yang, right? So I want to give you guys a little bit of theoretical information so you understand what's happening. Spend some time with that. It's valuable, but then also throw it out and then just try to listen with your ear and your feeling and try to groove organically. So I like using a metronome, a physical metronome, because I like the feeling of winding it up. I like, hearing the real click. I like that, right? So you can either use your phone, download a metronome app, or you can go and get a metronome on Amazon, right? This is the one that I got on Amazon way back. And there's even ones that you can get on your browser on your computer, right? I'm sure they're easy to get. But I like the physical one because I like that tactile feeling of it, right? So I currently have mine set to 88 beats per minute. And what we're going to do first is we're going to lock into quarter notes, and then we're going to lock into eighth notes, okay? And those are the two that we're going to be focusing on. Now there are triplets, there's 16th notes, but if you really build a good relationship with quarter notes and with eighth notes, you're well on your way. You're well on your way. And you're going to be able to play most songs, right? Okay, so let's do it. So I'm going to fire up this metronome now. And first, what we're going to do is we're going to lock into quarter notes. So let me just show you how that looks before we do it, okay? So here what you see is one bar, okay? And then a quarter note means that we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 per bar, okay? There's only 4 strums, okay? And that 1, 2, 3, 4 is always going to be a downstroke, okay? So the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are downstrokes. Now don't let the tab confuse you. It has the number 3 here. We're not playing that. We're playing where it says 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you want to be looking for, okay? And with my left hand, what I'm doing is I'm just gently touching the strings, which is muting them out, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today, really most of this entire session, okay? And it's going to make more and more sense as we go. So for the quarter notes, it's just always a downstroke. Remember that. And now let's try to lock into these quarter notes, okay? So I'm going to turn on the metronome. I'm going to get rid of this for now. And together, we're just going to lock into the quarter notes. So what you're going to notice when you start doing this is that you as a human are going to, most of the time, naturally start being faster than the metronome, okay? It's just human nature. We always want to speed up. So your job is to lock in with that click and not go faster. And if you notice yourself going faster, slow down. Just slow down, okay? So let's do quarter notes a little bit together, and then I'll show you eighth notes. Then we're gonna do a little bit of basic counting, and then it's gonna get really fun. We're gonna play to songs, okay? So check it out, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do it with me. Count out loud, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's do a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Good job, everyone. Good job. Okay. So now I'm curious, were you speeding up? Were you able to lock into it? How does that feel? Especially those of you who have never done this before, it might feel a little bit strange trying to lock into the groove. So typically you'd want to do this for a longer amount of time, really give yourself time, ideally every day, just to get a feeling for the time so that your body learns how timing feels. How does it feel to be locked into the groove, okay? So if you notice, every one of those downstrokes that you're doing, you have to do an upwards movement to get back to that downstroke. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, but every time we went back from 1, trying to get to 2, we have to go up, right? 2, we have to go up. 3, we have to go up. 4, we have to go up. So notice how you're skipping the strings, you're missing them on the way up, okay? So that's the motion that we always want to be having, that down up, okay? We want to keep that down up going, okay? Okay, so now let's talk about eighth notes. So for eighth notes, what we're going to be doing is those upstrokes we are going to be actually hitting. So for the eighth notes, you'll notice that they have a plus. Okay, so remember before, if I go back to the first slide, we had the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the eighth notes, those are still there, but now we have the plus in between. Okay, now that plus we're simply going to be counting as and. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Those are called eighth notes, okay? So we've done quarter notes and we've done eighth notes. The quarter notes, the 1, 2, 3, 4, are down strums. The ands are upstrokes, okay? So if you're gonna take notes and, you know, if you're practicing with your guitar now, don't worry about taking notes. You can re-watch this and write it down. And by writing it down, it's gonna help you memorize it better, okay? So as we were doing it before, 1, 2, 3, 4, we were still going up with our hand, we were just skipping the strings. So now we're simply gonna hit the strings. And there you go, you're playing eighth notes. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try to dial this in now with the metronome again, okay? So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to start with quarter notes, and then we're going to do the eighth notes, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Do it with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So now I'm alternating between quarter notes and eighth notes, okay? And that's just helping me develop, again, feeling for the time and getting a feeling for doing that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and have it be in time, okay? So once you can do quarter notes really nicely and lock in with the groove with the metronome, then you do your eighth notes, or then you want to switch between the other ones. The 16th notes, we can talk about 16th notes, but I don't want to go too deep into those because it's going to be too much for this kind of like beginnery lesson. So for 16th notes, it's just, again, double, okay? So we double it again. So now if you look between the 1 and the and the 2, you have this E and this A, okay? So the E and the A are new. So first we had just 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Then we had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we have this, okay? So everything that we had before is still here, just in that same amount of time, more notes are being played, okay? So for this, you'd count 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So that would sound like this, okay? Let's try to do it. I'm going to try to lock in first with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E. So it's much faster. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E. It's still a good exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E. So the 16th notes are definitely going to be the most challenging. You might want to slow down your metronome to practice those. So this is the exercise. Quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, okay? And what you want to do is count them out loud, right? Because you want to teach your mind, your body, where these beats are, okay? Then when you listen to songs, and we're going to be doing this together, you're going to start to see, that's happening on the 1, that's happening on the 3. This is, so you start to be able to understand, you know, theoretically what's happening as well. And of course, just use your ear to find stuff, right? So again, combining that left brain and right brain can be really powerful, okay? So my friends, here's our first drumming pattern. So this is, again, actually not our first one, but we're very close. So again, these are the eighth notes. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now rhythm, if we want to play rhythm, the magic is going to happen in the silence between these strums, okay? So our hand is still doing this down, up, but now I'm skipping, okay? So I'm skipping either the third beat, or I'm skipping the second beat, or I'm skipping the and, right? So we're going to do a couple of examples where we're going to be skipping some of these, right? And then that's where the rhythm happens. It's the space between the beats and the strums that we're doing, okay? So you could do this all day and it wouldn't be wrong. You'd still be locking in with the groove of the song, but for a song to have some sort of a rhythmical feeling where people start to dance and move, and it's like, okay, that's a rhythm, right? That's a strumming pattern. Then we're going to be leaving space out, okay? So here's where we're gonna look at that, okay? So again, here we have our eighth notes, just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so check it out. Here's our first example. So for this one, we're just going to do, and notice, we just left out the and. We left out the and between 1, and we left out the and between 1 and 2, and between 2 and 3. Okay, so we're just leaving out a couple of strums. Then this pattern is, you know, one that you've probably heard a million times. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So again, I'm doing what I did before, where I left out space when I did the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the quarter notes when we got started. On the 1, I'm doing that. On the 2, I'm doing that. And then I'm keeping them in. Okay, so 1, skip, 2, skip, 3, now I'm hitting it, 4, I'm hitting it. Okay, so down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And can you guys follow along? Let me know how it's going. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and okay. So let me turn on the metronome again and try to just click along with this. Let's try to do it together. So just again, notice how the only reason that this is turning into a strumming pattern is that we left out these two ands, right? We just left them out. So here they are, right? Here's everything, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And we just left out this up and we left out this up. Then everything else stayed the same. Now my hand is still moving in the same way, right? I'm still doing those down, up, down, up, down, up, except I'm skipping. Down, skip, down, skip. Not skipping, not skipping. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and right? So I hope this is making sense. And inside of the PDF, you're going to have many more examples. Let's do another one, okay? So now we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Notice my hand is still doing that up, right? After the 1, I'm just skipping the strings. Then I'm hitting them. Then I'm doing a 3, skip, 4, not skip. Okay, so down, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. And now, if you're not able to fully get this right now, don't worry about it. It takes time to develop this and to really get a feeling for it, both mentally and physically, to be able to do it. But it's important that you have heard, okay, quarter notes, eighth notes, how do they sound? And then, oh, wow, to get a strumming pattern, all I have to do is leave certain things out, right? So let's do one more together. I'm not sure if we already did this one. I think we did. Let's do this one. So now we have down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And you can also try to be creative and come up with your own. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So now I'm just doing quarter notes on the 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4, I'm adding and, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Let me just make sure that I move this so you're not looking at it and I'm saying something different. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now I'm only going to put an and on the 1. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay? So try to come up with your own versions. Count them out loud. get creative. There's nothing you can do wrong. The next time you're trying to learn a song, before you go and looking for, oh, what's the strumming pattern for that song, take the time to listen to the song, listen to what the drum is doing, as we're going to be doing now together, and then that's going to really help you find something that's going to work, okay? There is no one strumming pattern that works with the song. There's many different possibilities, okay?